I want to take you through what would you expect in this course, in this real estate program. It's a 6 months time frame program that is aiming at equipping everyone with knowledge about real estate and the real estate industry in Uganda. It's a very short course, but it has got a lot of information. Everything you have to know about real estate, everything you have to know to start and make money in real estate. How can you start a business in real estate and prosper and grow fortunes from this industry? This course is a very good course for everyone that is looking to invest into real estate, everyone that is looking to earn something from real estate. It's a good course that can last for 6 months. So it's a very good course if you're looking at scaling or starting, or if you are also an investor looking at earning passive income from real estate in Uganda, here, East Africa or Africa. We operate into the Ugandan market, which is our main focus area. You can come and enroll. This is a good course for you, or a program where you can learn to earn millions of money. And I know at the end of the 6 months, you will be able to earn some good money. So this is a short-term course. It's a course that can last for only 6 months, but the information you get here, it may take you years and years to get it. So let's start by the course units or the outlines of the course. So real estate is a very lucrative, good an investment with a lot of opportunities such as valuation, passive income. So let me go direct. This course has got 8 course units. So the first course unit is about land tenure systems. Land tenure systems are ownership of land. Ownership, how can you, different types of ownership in Uganda, land ownerships. So we have got quite a number of them, like 4 of them. We have got the freehold tenure system. Then we have got the leasehold tenure system. We've got the lease and the customary land ownership. So in the first, you have to learn about the ownership. How can you own real estate in Uganda? So that is the first course unit we have into this course. Because real estate is land and anything that is developed on it, or that underneath it, or that is developed under it. So you have to know what is the real estate. You start with land ownership. So we go to under this course unit, you do how can you acquire land? There are different forms of land acquisitions in Uganda. How can you acquire land in Uganda? Different types. You can use cash. You can also inherit. You can buy through a bank, through a mortgage or a loan. So different types. You get to know different types on how you can buy land and you join real estate, or you can do it as a business, as a hobby. So we encourage you to come and enroll for this course. The third one under this course unit is conversion of these tenure systems. How can you convert from one ownership system to another ownership system? So we can show you how you can convert leasehold. A leasehold is when you rent from someone a property or land, then he gives you a lease agreement. In the near future, the law states that you can change this lease tenure system into freehold. freehold is perpetual ownership of land. So we take you, we show you which documents do you need, what can you do, where can you go, which offices can you do. So you can also contact us. We also offer these services to everyone that would like to convert a leasehold title into a freehold. So under this course unit, we shall show you different departments and organizations under the because in Uganda we have got district land boards and zonal offices, municipal zonal offices. Then there are departments in there that deal with different issues of land, for example, land conservation of tenure system. So we shall show you everything you have to know about conversion and tenure system. So that is the first course unit, knowing all about the tenure system and land ownership. So the second type is after knowing types of real estate and land physical planning. So under land physical planning, you have to know which property is suited for where, which property is built here, which property. So and from after the period of 6 months, you will have learned and you may become a consultant to consult for people who are building, people who want to do their people who want to do their due diligence. Where can I position myself? So, example, there are residential locations where you can go for residential. Then there are mixed use, commercial and residential. Like these days here in Kampala, people are building mixed use properties where they have shops down and upwards. They have apartments that are rented out to certain people. Then we have commercial real estate properties. This is another type of real estate. Most of these properties are constructed into commercial centers, business areas like arcades, malls, shopping centers, malls. So you'll be in the position to know where can I position my investment and learn more. So this program or this course will equip you with knowledge. Then we have industrial real estate, for example, the people who want to go for industrial real estate. We have warehousing. You can construct warehousing and lease this warehousing to manufacturers and people who would like to store. For example, this the physical location or the physical planning of industry is in industrial zone or is industrial hubs. Like we have Kapeka, we have Namamve, and other industrial parks in different regions of the country. Then we have also special purpose real estate, like we have the ports, we have the parking lots, we have the clearing places, then we have the cemeteries. So these are for specifically for certain activities. And then the third course unit under our program is real estate financing, ways to acquire property. How can you acquire property in Uganda? How can you go about this? So there are different modes of acquiring property in Uganda here. You can use cash. You can use cash, your own cash to acquire a property, a land to buy land, to buy a property. So you can use there are different ways. Mortgage financing. You can use a loan. You can use a mortgage from a bank. So most of these people who offer or companies that are financial banks that offer mortgages under the Ugandan context or the Ugandan laws, they are the ones that are allowed to offer mortgages. Although on the other side, you can register a lien if you want to acquire with debt. If you don't want to use a bank, you have to use your friend to give you money to buy a property. You can register a lien on a title, or you can register a lien as a legal document with URSB. Then he gives you money. You go and purchase a property. So these are all you have to learn everything this in real estate. Yeah, under this program, it's a short-term program. You have to learn all this. Another way of financing, we have creative financing. Creative financing is use of terms. You can use all these terms agreement. You can use a terms agreement, or you can do subject to existing mortgage, whereby you can take on a mortgage for someone that is that has got into foreclosure, that is yet to get into foreclosure. You do not have to wait for foreclosure. You have to, for example, that is creative financing. You do not have to use 90% of your money to acquire. That's why we call it creative financing. You may start to pay monthly installments on his loan, and when the loan is or the mortgage is paid out, the property is transferred to you as the new buyer, as the new owner. So there you can also, I encourage people who would want to use creative financing to always go for properties that are for rental purposes, rental, for example, apartments, commercials that bring in money. So you can use this money to pay out the debt and than using your own money. So it's what we call it creative financing. Then we have what we call lease option. Lease option is when you let out a property to someone, or you acquire a property. You rent a property, but with a future price or a balloon payment to the owner. So the buyer or the tenant buyer. So there you are a tenant buyer. First become a tenant, then a buyer. So he gives you terms. You say you will pay me for a year or 5 years. Then after that period, I will sell the property to you. That is a lease option. So that is another mode of acquiring property in real estate. Then the other one is seller financing. Seller financing is where here the seller becomes the bank. So he gives you the payment plan. How he will pay, you may pay for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, depending on how he needs his money. So that is the third course unit under our program. So our first course unit is taxes, real estate taxation, fees and levies. So what are the fees? What are the taxes involved into real estate? So that is another course unit, the first course unit. So I'm taking you through these course units to know more about what our course what knowledge you will get under or upon acquiring our course. It's a very short time course, but with a lot of information. So under taxes, we have capital gains tax. So this is a tax that is charged on the difference between the price you bought a property and the price you sold. So it's a difference between buying price and selling price. That is the difference. So it's charged on every property. Some people forego this, some do not want to pay this capital gains tax, although Uganda Revenue Authority is working hard to see that everyone that is dealing in real estate pays this. There is also another tax, the rental income tax. Rental income tax basically is a tax charged on rental income, the money you earn from the property you're leasing or you're letting to tenants. Then we have also another tax, which is withholding tax. So to withholding tax. So this tax, when you're buying a property, so someone may withhold some amount on on the buying on that amount you have agreed. Mostly is always about 16%. Or yeah, withholding tax. But to withhold this tax have to be a withholding tax registered with URA. So there is also so after withholding tax, this tax, it remits it to URA onto your TIN number, so that it is a prepaid tax when you're filing. So for this is good for people who are doing business, or companies or organizations that acquire properties. So you can use a withholding tax. So that is a prepaid tax for you. You can reduce it when you're filing. Then we have value added tax. That is VAT. These days, VAT is also charged on rental income. Rental income. These days, URA is charging us VAT on taxes we pay, on the rent we pay. There is a charge, a VAT. Then we have other charges. The stamp duty. This is a tax. This is a levy. This is not a tax. This is a charge that is charged mostly on transfer of titles. You're looking to transfer title from person A to person B, land title, a meaning of land titles, certificate of title. Then we have got local service tax or levy. This is charged by local services. Then there is a title search fee. So how can you do a title search? You will learn all this in this course or in this program. How can you do a title search? How can you get a printout? So we'll teach you all this and go and give services to people. We start to make money. Then there is land subdivision on Milo land. We teach you how can you subdivide title, where can you start, how can you get the surveyors to do, how can you go on with the file with the Ministry of Lands, how can you with the SSSD, the senior district surveyor. So we also teach you everything under this course. We have got caveats registration. How can you? Or there is also under the fees there are caveat fees. We have got fees to remove caveats. How can you remove a caveat? How much? You can also register a court order on land. So how much? What is a court order? We also learn this. How much is registering a court order? Which documents do you need? Register administrators or executors of a will on a land. So you have got you have got land that was given to you by your parents or the deceased. You want to change to the administrators. So the process of going to the administrator general, filing the documents you need putting in the gazettes. We shall teach you everything in here so that when you go out there, you can give a professional service to people and make money. We have got acquisition of special title or replacement of title. How much do you pay? Where do you start? Where do you go? So we also offer these services. If you want to replace your title, someone lost your title or stole your title, you misplaced your land title, come to us. We shall give you these services. So we also do lease conversion of leasehold tenure systems, change of one tenure system to freehold. Most is done on leasehold tenure system. For example, you want to change from a lease. Someone had given you a lease for some good times, like say 49 years, 10 years, 5 years, 99 years. But after that period or before that period, you agree that you want to change and become the owner. You own full ownership of the property, or what we call perpetual ownership of the property. So how much can you pay? What are the services? Which documents? We also teach you on land transfer, property under lease and to freehold. How much do you pay for that transfer? There is also a charge. They also want to amend the certificate, change in the certificate, or rectify the register. What is into the register? The Ministry of Lands. You want to change the information in there, we can help you do it. Also give all these services, by the way. And under this course, we are teaching you everything that you want to know, that will keep you with these skills, that when you go out there, you offer professional services to our people there. Don't forget, after the course, we give you a certificate that shows that you are a professional in these services. I also give you a sales agreement so that you can represent us as our company, Ajabex Consult Company Limited, which is under Ajabex Group. So you become one of us, our agent. Let me proceed with other fees and other services. Acquisition of substitute certificate of title. So you want a substitute certificate of title. What are the fees? What are the documents you need for this? We also have registration of valuation of a lease from the district land board fees and document you need to file, the transfer of Milo land. You have bought a Milo land title, a Milo land with a Milo land title. You want to do a transfer. What are the fees? What do you need to transfer? What is in there? So we also, there is a mortgage registration. How can you register a mortgage on a title? Because these land titles, there is a field on the on is it yeah on the third page or the fourth page is where we register the land title, is where you register the mortgage. Yes. How can you go on about it? We also teach everything, all this acquisition of leasehold land title. How much is that fee? How can you get, for example, a lease from KCCA or from any other council authority? How can you acquire freehold land, acquisition of freehold land title? You want a title, a freehold land title. So there is a process you go through: surveying, filing, putting all, involving the surveyors, the district surveyors, and so forth and so on. We teach you everything under this course. Then under there are other fees and levies for that. This is under National Building Review Board fees. So these are on buildings. So these fees are on buildings. We teach you all these fees so that you can help guide your tenants, or guide your clients, the developers, your family and friends, or your people that you are working with. So we equip you all with these skills. So under Building and Review Board, we have what we call scrutinizing of drawings, plans, documents, including verifying of application of permits. So under the permits that are issued, we have Class A and Class B and Class C. So Class A and Class B building inspection fee, there is a fee that is included in there. So when you are building these buildings, this is on that. Now we have finished land. Now we are on building, because buildings are also part of real estate, and this is when you become a consultant to people who are building, developers, people who are building their homes. So you can be a professional in all this and give professional advice. So there is Class A, Class B building inspection fees for new buildings. Then after building that, there is issuance of building permits. How much are the permits? Where can you get these permits? We show you all the offices that can help you get these permits. After you build, you have to occupancy permits. Occupancy permits. Where do you get the occupancy permits? Under this, there are also several permits that, for example, if you are in a town or in a council or in a regulated area, there is demolition permits. You want to demolish building, there is waves and bridges. Then you want to construct a bridge, you have to have a permit to do that. You are constructing a retaining wall on your plot that is registered in, that is located in an urban center or in town. For example, here in around Kampala, you want to do a retaining wall, there are permits. There is amendment of approved plan. You already got a plan, but you want to change some designs for your own house. So there are processes, agreements, and fees that are included. We also teach you everything what you have to know. Then there are the amounts, which office to go to. Then temporary building works. You're doing small work on your building, so you also need a permit. Renewal and resubmission of these permits of the plans. Renewal and resubmission of plans after altering, or you want to renew. So your plan got elapsed for some good time. You didn't construct. You want to resubmit it. There is a fee you pay, and the office you go to, we shall help you, show you everything. We have what we call alternation of existing building. You want to change in the building, you already built the building. For example, you want to do some extension, you want to add another room or another section. So there is a fee We also help you. By the way, we offer all these services. You can come to us if you have got these challenges. We help you. For example, people may say, I want to do some changes, but the authority is denying me access. Come to us. We shall show you the right procedure. Alternations to a existing building, fronts. You want to change in your front view. Alternation or involving room subdivision. You want to do subdivision into your building, you want to add some rooms, or we help you do everything under this. These are all cost units. This is in the first cost unit. Then there is series of typical buildings and floors. So we help you learn everything under this. So the course unit number 5 under our program is how to make money in real estate industry. This is the course I like most, because you need money. You need money to do big projects, and you cannot get into this business, as I've told you. You're learning as you're earning. You're learning as you're earning. For example, how can you make money in real estate? There is rental income. You may decide to build or develop or construct a property, or buy a property or acquire a property, then you lease it to a tenant, or you let it to a tenant. So the tenant pays you income monthly. The tenant pays you rental income. So that is one way you can make money. Then there is the other way of buy and hold. You may buy a property and hold it for either you can sell it on a lease on a lease option. You can do also rental income, or you can do you can set terms on how you will earn money from it. Then there is another way of making money is flipping land and houses. This is mostly done by people here in Uganda, land flipping, whereby a developer, we call them developers, but they are land flippers. They buy land, they subdivide, they sell. They buy land, they subdivide, they process titles, then they sell. They buy houses, they renovate them, then they sell. So that is like flipping. You get it from here, you buy from point A, you sell from point B, or from seller A, you sell to seller B. We have another way how you can make money into real estate is construction and development. Construction. You can become a contractor, and you start building these. You start building big projects. You can start constructing homes, houses for people. So this is a good way. For example, we have got one of the big companies here that is constructing our parliament up here at Parliamentary Avenue. Because us here, we are located on Nakasero, near that building, Parliament Avenue, here on Entebbe Road, Market Street, Nakasero. So there is that big contractor is also our neighbor here on Nasa Road, near Nasa Road. That big contractor he wrote a contract with our government, which is more than 1 trillion. You see now, this is a very big industry, real estate. You can also become a developer. You develop, you have my friends, my partners who are developing properties in Nigeria, there, and Tinda, and Entebbe Road. These people are developing condominiums, condominium apartments that are for sale. So we shall also let you, one of the, through this course, we shall take you on one of these developers' estates, and you see how it's done. So another way to earn money is property management. Property management is one of ways you can earn money from real estate. For example, there is property managers that manage property on behalf of the landlords. So you become a property manager. You collect rent and take off your commission. Let's say you decided to take 15, 10 of the monthly rent. So that is another way to make money, which is also a good way because it brings money on a monthly basis. The more properties you get or the more landlords you have, the contracts you sign, the more money you earn. So then there is how the mortgage services. Mortgage services are always here in Uganda, are offered mostly with banks, commercial banks that offer mortgages. Then we have investments, real estate and real estate investment trusts. Under Ajabax Group, under our group, we have two investment funds. That is Ajabax TK. Here you earn passive income. You can always become a consultant. You can always bring us investors that would like to invest into real estate, because real estate is one of the less risky investments. So that's why we have these two investments. They are soon to be listed on the Ugandan Stock Exchange. The two of our two, there is another one coming. So currently we have two investments. You can become our agent, or so we give you a contract to get us investors that would want to earn passive income. One is Adabax TK, whereby we get a property, we divide into tokens, then these tokens are sold to investors or as shares. So they become the new, they get ownership in these properties. Mostly we do rental, only rental properties where we collect on a monthly basis and pay investors on a daily basis. TK is high liquid, is traded on a daily basis, is an investment. Then we have it's under real estate investment trusts, how you investments in real estate. We also under this course, you will learn more about all these. So we have REIT Uganda, another trust fund that works under our group. That one is long-term real estate investments, long-term real estate investment portfolio, where you invest your money and your money will grow for you, and even after you, because there is what we call retained earnings in REIT Uganda. REIT Uganda offers generational wealth. That retained earnings will always be compounding, so that your other generation to come, so your other siblings or the loved ones can take over your investment. That is another way you can earn money from real estate. That is passive income. Then the other ones have been active income, where you have to take part, but this investment rates specifically for investors that are looking for passive income. Then the other way to earn money in real estate is brokerage services. Brokerage services is a good way to make money in real estate. You can become a broker. So you go to a seller, you get a contract with him, you sell his property, you earn some money. That is why I've told you that this is a hands-on course that will give you benefits. After it, you will be able to earn money even through it, because here we have got real estate groups. I have more than 30 groups of real estate where we can add you. Each group has got more than 500 participants or members. So you see now the networks. We have got the networks in real estate. So you can become a broker. We get you into our subgroups. Then you get property. You go and sell it and get some money. You go and sell these properties and get money. So these are all benefits to people who enroll to our courses. Then there is another way to earn money into real estate. That is the bar method. I like the bar method. The bar method is one of the ways to make money in real estate. That you will use one property and acquire 10 or more than 10 property. How does it work? The bar method is it's B R R R R R. So the B means buy. You buy a property. Then the second R is you renovate the property. Then the other R is you rent the property to a tenant so that you can get some income from it. Then the third R is after renting, then you refinance. You can pull out some money. You can borrow against the property. They give you a loan or a mortgage, then you take this amount, this money, you buy another property. You use this property, the first property, as a collateral security, securing for the other mortgage. Then you go on and repeat the property. You repeat the process. That is the bar method. Buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat the process. So that was the fifth course unit. Then there is a sixth course unit on regulation on real estate, the real estate land laws in Uganda, or in Uganda, East Africa, in Africa. So there are quite a number of regulations or laws. There are a lot of acts in the Constitution of Uganda that regulate real estate business. So you do not have to be caught on the other hand, on the other side of the law. You have to be conversant with the law. We have the Land Act, we have the Mortgage Act, we have the Tenants and the Landlords Act, we have the Title Registrations Act, we have the Income Tax Act for those people that are making rental and capital gains tax. So that you have to know more about these taxes. So in this course, we shall train you these taxes. Then we have the fourth course unit is leverage and scaling real estate business. How can you start a business, a company in real estate, and you grow it further so that you can earn money from real estate? As I've been showing you the other ways how you can make money in real estate. So leveraging. So the eighth course unit is the eighth course unit under our program or under real estate is surveying and property valuation. So we have different surveying surveyors. We have surveyors that will give you the right knowledge, will skill you with the right knowledge on surveying. For example, you have got someone who wants to survey his land and he wants to process the title. What procedures do you do to get that title, to get that land surveyed? So we teach you everything under this course unit. There is also property valuation. We have different property valuation. There is someone who is looking at buying a property, so he wants to do a valuation and come up with the right up price. So you can do cost evaluation, cost analysis. Then there is that one is replacement of the value. They are different. We have one we call based on rental income. That one is called 1% rule. There are different types of valuations. We shall teach you or equip you with all these skills to learn more about real estate. So I will encourage you to enroll for this course. It's a good course. You learn as you earn. You learn as you earn. It's a hands-on course. Hands-on course where you're physically participating as well as acquiring skills that will change your lives. So I encourage you to come and enroll. Registration is going on. We give you services that are more than worth the course, more than worth the program. We thank you